Happy Earth Day! I'm Leo with Crab and Moon, and this is your weekly tarot, although this week it's Oracle, card reading for April 22nd to the 28th. And because it's Earth Day, I'm going to use spirit animal cards and earth magic cards. So it'll be very earthy, and we'll see what's going on this week for everyone. I think I'll do 2 animal cards, and we can see kind of what the 2 animals put together have to say, and then maybe 3 earth cards. Alright, so, okay, we've got the tortoise and the polar bear. So we'll start with the tortoise. He says, "You're too fragmented, so do whatever it takes to get grounded." So his message for you this week is you are probably feeling really scattered. Your brain is in a lot of different places. You have a lot of thoughts in your head, trying to get control of your thoughts and everything that's going on. Find a way to just step back from that this week and be in the moment. Turtles are low to the ground. They move slow and steady. So try to tap into that type of energy this week instead of rushing things, instead of allowing yourself to get overwhelmed with everything going on in your head. Find a way to just take it one moment at a time, one day at a time, whatever it is for you that's going to help you feel a little more grounded, a little more present. And on top of that, the polar bear says, "Stand up for yourself and speak your truth respectfully and compassionately with no attachment to outcome." So again, if we look at this with the tortoise, what the 2 messages together are sort of saying is really be in the moment instead of being hyper-focused on the future or the past. Instead of focusing on the outcome of a situation or what's coming up for you or how something's going to end, how something's going to work out, just be in the moment and say, what do I need to do right now? What can I control right now? Instead of worrying too much about the future. And also stand up for yourself respectfully and compassionately. So it's not a week for conflict, but just asking for what you need. Stand up for your own needs and then say, I'm just going to speak my truth, I'm going to be grounded and in the moment, and whatever happens, happens. It's easier said than done, but try not to get too ahead of yourself this week. And then we'll find 3 earth cards to add on to that. We have clouds, spring equinox, very fitting, and rain. So a lot of rebirth. First of all, shape-shifting. You're sort of maybe in a transitional period right now where you're moving from one version of yourself to a new, truer version of yourself. So this goes back to the polar bear. It's time to really stick to you. Be yourself. Don't be afraid to speak up for what you believe, speak up for what you need, and present your true self to the world. It's okay to change who you are because as you grow and learn, you become different versions of yourself. So it can be a little bit different when you're in that transition. It can be difficult to let go of the old version of you that's probably familiar and familiar to everyone around you and be willing to step into a new shape, a new way to present yourself. And you can be whoever you want. Just present your true self to the world, and it doesn't matter what people are going to think. Don't be attached to outcome. Just be in the moment. Be true. And you're going through a rebirth. Spring is about new growth, new beginnings, new animals being born. It's really beautiful, but it's also a big change. It's a big transition from the winter period of reflection and stillness. So now things are moving quickly and you're starting to sort of move through cycles of your life very quickly, and that's what can make you feel really fragmented. So just try to ground yourself in the moment and say, you know, things are a little bit hectic, things are up in the air, but, you know, I got to embrace this new me. I got to embrace the new goals, my new values, my new way that I want to present myself to the world. And it's a beautiful, exciting thing, and you're going to nurture it and grow it and become a new, better version of you. And in order to do that, you're going to need to purify some old stuff that's holding you back in the old version of yourself. So you do really have to be very present and maybe take a lot of alone time this week to think about what you need to purify yourself of. It could be old thought patterns, old ways of looking at yourself, of looking at others, old trust issues, any baggage that's just holding you back into the old person that you were. In order to get this beautiful spring growth, you need rain, you need a lot of water that purifies and washes away old drama, old relationships, whatever. So take the time this week to just figure out who you are, be in the moment, don't get carried away with the future, because you can't control everything. You can't control every outcome. You can only control you, how you want to present yourself, how you want to relate to others, what you want to put out in the world for people to see. So this week, your main message from the earth is to be grounded. Don't be afraid of new, but just be in a process of getting rid of the old and accepting that you are changing and you're going to continue to change forever. You're never going to be the same person forever and ever. And that's okay. It's a good thing. New growth means new life, new ideas, new beauty, and you're shape-shifting into a beautiful new form. So it's exciting. Just don't let yourself get overwhelmed. Just take things a little step at a time and do whatever feels truest for you. So that's your main message for this week. And next week will be May, and we'll see what else the cards have to bring for you. But happy Earth Day. Get outside, embrace the beautiful nature all around us, and we'll see you next week.